The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Lisa R. Baker.
Starting a new job can be stressful, and even more stressful when it's a new city. And one stress is finding a place to live. So here to take the stress off and find a new home is Lisa R. Baker, a realtor, who's saying that, listen, stress is a lot when it comes to finding a house, especially in a new city. But let's talk about things that people can do for selling and buying their homes when they have to move.
Right. Well, basically any move is a relocation. But if you're moving with your company, whether it's a new company bringing you out here for a job or maybe a job transfer, that becomes a corporate relocation. And that's a very different transaction. There's a lot of regulations, procedures, processes that you have to follow to make sure that the benefits package is not compromised. But really anybody doing a move can still benefit from the knowledge that I have as a relocation agent with their own personal relocation.
Okay, so that's just interesting right there. You said there are some guidelines for when a corporation relocates you for buying a home and stuff?
Absolutely.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they will issue a benefits package, and that can vary depending on the employer, what they've selected as your options. And there are, of course, benefit caps. There are timelines that need to be, adhered to. And especially with sellers, you have a whole set of documents that are in addition to our regular sales agreements, because that, if you don't do that properly, you can incur big tax liability for sellers with their benefits, and you definitely don't want to do that.
So when it goes into these contracts, I don't know. I'm not a realtor. You know all the regulations. That's why they need to sit with you to know what goes on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There are different types of benefit packages that your employer will select. And so I need to be familiar with those packages. And yeah, being a relocation agent is really, it requires an additional set of skills and knowledge and education. There's certifications we have to get. We have to be knowledgeable, not just about the area, but of what those packages are and how we do what we do. We're selected by our brokerages to be on the relocation team. So not every agent is actually even eligible to work with relocations.
Wow. Okay, so I'm selling a home. I can come to you. Would that be the smart thing to do? Because you know that we're growing here in this, state. We have new companies coming, Intel, Google, all this and everything like that. So I'm looking to sell. Would it be smart to come to you because people are looking for homes to relocate?
Yeah, absolutely. When I do a sales relocation, we do an extensive marketing analysis, not only of the home, and even does it need to be painted, does it need to be staged, but also the surrounding area, because we are looking to get that maximum return for minimum market time, because now they are moving to a different market where they're in temporary housing, or maybe they get one trip out to find their next home. So we need to get that moving and make sure that we are compliant with tax laws, again, so we don't incur any additional liability. They have these short timelines. Your temporary housing is only so far. You get one trip out usually. And so we have to get all the information in advance, make things happen, and keep that moving.
Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. I'd never even thought about a relocation team that they would have. I thought it's just a realtor. So I know we're wrapping up, but I just want to touch on one thing really quick. We had this new thing happen in real estate. You're saying, please come see you because you're here to help them understand a little more, especially even if relocating too, right?
Right, absolutely. The new regulations, are in effect. And basically, buyers are required to sign an employment agreement with an agent before they can view any properties at all. Now, that can be an exclusive employment agreement or not. There are different things. Everything is negotiable, but just know that until a door is opened, it has to be signed. And agents, and it will line out the details of your agency to them, what you'll be doing for them, and how the buyer's agent is compensated. They can still certainly come from the seller and the seller's brokerage, when the buyer is just now required to take a more active role in that process.
Oh my gosh, we got to have you back, Lisa.
I love it.
We have to have you back because that's something that people are trying to understand right now, which is great. So you want more information about Lisa R. Baker and relocating, you can check her out on her website, or you can head over to the cw7az.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Lisa R. Baker.